Good morning, all of you beautiful souls that are interested in consciousness and healing. We're both interested in these areas of consciousness, conscious healing, and today's a good day for it, as is every day, because every day there's something new to let go of. There's something new that we discover that maybe is not working for us. And maybe in the past we've turned to the word I'm looking for. We've attempted to put it outside of ourselves in terms of what needs to change. So we have an experience, and this will relate to this might be the cleanup video after the video that's being uploaded currently, which was not meant to be made as a triggering device, but as I listened to it back myself, I realized that I felt quite triggered by the video I had made. So you may too. And I give adequate warning, I feel, in the description, like warning, in capital letters, warning. And so So, we can all, at times, feel triggered. And what I mean by the word triggered is someone says something, does something, or you see some color, or smell some smell that is associated with a trauma that you have had in the past, and anchored to that trauma, and it brings the emotions of that trauma forward. And our tendency in the past is to quickly attempt to find someone to blame for these feelings that we're having that we don't like, that we didn't like when we first had them, when something overwhelming was happening to us that was affecting our nerve system. And people who are traumatized tend to traumatize without ever knowing they're doing it, most frequently. And even using the word trauma tends to raise those emotions up. And if the previous video didn't do that enough for you, none of my videos ever will. But that one, I'm personally certain that will bring something up. It wasn't my intention when I was making the video, just those things were coming up and they were expressed. And before I publish it publicly, I'm going to see once again how it affects me before I share it with you. But it's already affected me twice. And so I just want a third time as a charm. I'm just going for the third time. You know, I woke up in a relatively good space today. And then while feeling centered and feeling my energy moving up and down through my core, which doing it now is recentering me, but sometime between my feeling very centered, balanced, grounded, and open, things happened that caused me to feel off-center. Emotions begin to rise, tightness beginning to form in my shoulder, this feeling of not safe, not safe, not safe began to happen again, because this has been happening for the past month. And we could say, oh, it's the energies of the world that are making me feel not safe. So there's oftentimes a tendency to blame, assume that we know what's causing this feeling. Such as, one example is, it was the elections. If it wasn't for the elections, my head wouldn't feel like it's being sucked down through my neck into my guts. The reason I'm feeling that is that the elections didn't go my way. But if you think about it, it's my way or the highway. So there it shifts a bit for me. My way or the highway. So then I find myself more aligned with my deep self and more aware of the highway. And that's what's changing for us. We're all saying, my way or the highway. And I'll ask you, if you actually allowed yourself to feel that my way or the highway, which one feels better for you? And whatever one feels better for you, then that is the one to follow. Now, when my way and the highway are one, we have arrived at our destination. Today is November 25th, so it is exactly 4 months till the start of the new world. So you have 4 months to just let go of all the stuff that you don't get to carry into the new world. If you carry it into the world on the 25th, you'll be just carrying your baggage into a different version of the old world. But by letting it all go, you will be carrying it into the new world. Okay, so today is a red spectral dragon day. It's about the second chakra. And the red spectral dragon is guided by birth, and oftentimes the birth of new energies. So we're going to talk about the spectral tone, which of the 13 lunar tones, the 11th tone is spectral, and it has to do with dissolving, releasing, and liberating. What is it liberating? You. It's liberating you, and I'm pointing myself here. When you're watching it, I'm pointing to you. But right at the moment, I'm pointing at myself. And I'm saying, you, self, as an image on a screen. Do you wish to be liberated, or do you wish to liberate yourself from the perception of reality that has helped to create this reality you're currently in? And if you have no wish to liberate yourself from this reality that you have helped to create, then click, hit the pause, and move on. If you're good with this world that you find yourself in, and don't watch, watch the video if you want to. But if you are not happy in any way, you're not happy with how you feel, you're not happy with the emotions that are at the surface, you're not happy with the way you're experiencing your body, you're not happy with your relationships, you're not happy with your health, you're not happy with your job, you're not happy with the world in general, and this is a perfect day for you to step out of that consciousness, because it's tone 11. And if you see 1111 on a digital clock, it was supposedly put in our structure so that when we begun seeing 1111, it would wake us up to the truth of ourselves. It would liberate us from perceiving ourselves as the way others have perceived us and as the world has attempted to train us to be. So 11 represents the dynamic of dissonance, accounting for randomness and non-stability. We all like that. Oh, I feel unstable, I feel unstable. Something's rumbling, something's coming to the surface. I'm feeling really not at my best. I don't feel like this is my favorite thing. You know, sometimes it just bothers me where I just want to say the word trust me because I do trust me. And so when I say trust me, I really am meaning trust yourself, trust your experience, trust what you know, not what others tell you you should know or you should think. So even if it seems like, you know, you might perceive me, as many others do, as a trustworthy sort of individual who speaks his truth, and this may be true. Even if the phone dings and you feel like, oh, I better shut it off so it's not dinging. Even if you've tended to trust others and because of that you've had painful experiences, if you release the pain of that experience, you've learned something. If you don't release the pain of that experience, you haven't learned something yet. Tone 11 represents the power of creative dissolution and dissonant structures. What can appear as destruction, like the Tower card in Tarot, or chaos may actually be the necessary forces of liberation, evoking. I don't know why my glasses aren't wearing. I think that I'm in some sort of other reality currently. Evoking a release from rigid structure and format. As we boy, the lighting is just not good on the page. Okay, maybe I can make it better this way. As we release that which no longer serves, as we release that which no longer serves, we make way for new opportunities and understandings to emerge, setting us free from expectations or definite notions. Spectral energy breaks us out of routine, releasing us into the spectrum of possibility, like a prism refracting white light, revealing its full spectrum of colors. Tone 11 provokes us to see aspects of our wholeness that may be yet undiscovered, guiding us to dissolve fixed concepts, fears, or habitual patterns that weigh us down. Feel it. Go ahead and feel it. Let yourself really feel it. Those fixed concepts. I'm right about this. I'm right about this. I can't even talk with you about it because I'm so right about this that all I can do is lecture you about how right I am about this. Just get it. If you don't get it, I might have to destroy you. It's kind of a fixed concern. And it might be a concern for others if they experience. Guiding us to dissolve fixed concepts, fears, or habitual patterns that weigh us down. Spectral power declares, I invite breakthrough. I dissolve identity. Whoops. I unsolidify. I release old models for new models. Boy, this is so much about right now. But I can't take this lighting any further, so I have to do something about this. Sorry to put my mug right in your face. But I have to do something about the lighting because maybe it's just a bad color. One moment. Because I have a little switcher thing that allows me to change the color. That's not particularly good. I think I'm going to see if that makes it easier to read this because there's just no light in the external world right now. I wield dissonance as a force of liberation. I redeem chaos as untamed order. I shed. I free limiting beliefs and constructs. No box, no separation, no boundaries, uncontained, free form, receptive to the prismatic change of possibility or range of possibility. Spectral advises, let go. Let yourself be absorbed by life itself. Be flexible and yielding to the formless flow. Allow your focus to cover a vast range. Dissolve feelings of constrictions. Welcome spontaneity, seeming disruptions, and unexpected detours. Release allegiance to limitations. Reliance upon format or fixation around control. This is a big one for me. I've been releasing it the past month. Undo, break down, mix it up, allow energy to travel as it needs, disperse into formless existence. In the chaos it creates, dissonance can shake up static energy and allow transformation to occur if one can stay fluid when encountering its energy. That's from Jonathan Goldman in Shifting Frequencies. It sounds like my life partner might have returned, and so whether or not I'll get this last part in, we don't know. So it's a red spectral dragon day. That was the spectral tone, tone 11, and this is of the 20 kin. This is the first kin, the red dragon, which relates to the red, relates to the east. The chakra is the throat, and it's about nurturing, birth, and being. And the quote is that love the world as your own self, then you can truly care for all things. And that's from the Tao Te Ching. It's just me, and I'm just finishing up.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Red dragon represents the beginning, the primal source, the mother of life, primordial waters, the birther, the initiator. Dragon is the overseer, shepherd of the vulnerable, the provider. As individual beings, we are each a part which contains memory of the whole. As we sense all life to be of one source, we access empathy, patience, and kindness. By nurturing others, we are nurturing our oneness, invoking grace to nourish our shared life. The love we meet life with will also love us back. Likewise, let us be reminded that as we holistically care for our own well-being, we are inherently vitalizing the whole. Red Dragon provokes us to inquire what precedes the captivating story entitled My Life. What underlies all that we do, all that we are, all that is? Being. We access this state when we simply feel the life which animates us, free of all agenda, free of all aim, free of the need to produce or achieve. With nothing to prove and nowhere to go, we are immersed into the fulfillment of pure existence, a realm of effortless essence, as ancient wisdom directs, established in being, perform action. And the last part, Red Dragon assures the universe is conspiring on our behalf, birth new beginnings, embrace new ways of seeing. Every moment is a new creation. When thinking stops, being takes over. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Okay, that is your Mayan calendar reading for today. I hope it serves you well. And namaste.